Okay, Jungs und Mädels, das ist Michael Schumacher. I am Michael fucking Schumacher for those of you savages that don't speak German. Welcome back to our Schumacher Road to Glory. We are now, actually, we are just starting the summer break. I haven't simulated yet, but we do have some development points here to hand out. And since the pace now is at over 76, should we... maybe we should work on some racecraft here. Or some consistency, or should we keep it in pace? Let's keep the developing pace here. So we'll add 1 to cornering. Still 78. Enzo doesn't get 1, Pietro doesn't get 1. Okay. How about our staff? Nothing there either. Let's check our facilities, make sure nothing is in need of refurbishment. Nothing is. Inbox, congrats, post-race overview, cost cap, projection warning, blah, blah, blah. So that is it. We will continue. So I think I'm officially deciding that we are just going to keep this same exact car for the rest of the year just because it's still a little too easy to be winning races from the back of the grid. It'll give everybody else a chance to try and catch up. I don't think they will surpass our performance by the end of the year, but we will see. It's nice starting from the back anyway. Actually makes it a bit of a challenge then, rather than just starting from the front and then winning the entire time. So 8 more days. Sponsor obligation. Here we go. ATR period ending soon. Doesn't matter to us. Idle engineers. You know what? Maybe we should research for next year. Just minor technical changes. Yeah, let's do that. Let's research for next year. We'll just do one at a time. There we go. Engineers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do max. 130,000. Okay. No more ATR hours. We'll have to spread them a little bit more evenly next time. Okay, that is it. Now, let's take... oh, never mind. Enzo's got a development point. Where do we want to put it for Enzo? And maybe we should still continue in the pace category for him as well, as he is so much slower. You saw Mick gap him by like 12 seconds at the end of the last race. And Pietro gets 1 as well. Where do we want to add it to? We'll have to do pace. Okay. You know what? Let's see if we can get David Schumacher back as our reserve driver. David Schumacher. Alright, let's see. I'm going to offer him $10 million and a starting bonus of $2 million. Let's see if he will take this. I don't think he will, but... damn it. Okay, that's not going to happen, guys. We tried. As long as there's an X there, that means he's not going to take that. Yeah, he's tasted driving in F1, and now he refuses to take a reserve position. All right, well, maybe we'll try again at the end of the season. All right, 4 more days until the Belgian Grand Prix. Here we are at the start. Important emails, monthly car development, blah, blah, blah. All right, performance targets. Yes, I'm going to guarantee everything. Yep, we're continuing with that. And that is it, guys. We are starting the Belgian Grand Prix weekend. I will take care of practice and quali. I'll see you guys for the start of the race. Alright, guys, we're done with quali, and look at that. P1 and P2. Wow, Mick was a full second faster than Checo. Am I seeing that right? Yeah. Holy cow, over a full second faster than Checo and Verstappen in the Red Bulls. And the Red Bulls were 2/10 faster, 3/10 faster than Norris in P5. Now we are going to the back of the grid. Verstappen's also carrying a grid penalty, so I'm wondering where he will start. Now let's go take a look at our setup confidence here.
Here we are, folks. We're back.
Where are we at? 92 and 89. Damn it. Alright, well, that was just a front wing change, so we can move that back to 90. What were we at before? 92 still, huh? Let's give that a shot. Okay. What's the weather? It's going to be dry again. Boy, these dry races are pretty boring. Can we make it soft to mediums? Soft to hards? Soft to hards look like they should make it, but I think I might go medium to hards. Soft to hards is a plus 10 seconds? I don't know about that. Maybe it's because we can push on the mediums. On the medium to hard, but we'll try that anyway. Starting from the back, I'm assuming we're going to have to push on our tires a little bit anyway. Can we add any extra fuel? Yes, we can. We'll go 45 laps worth of fuel. Now, if we get a safety car, we're going to be carrying a whole bunch of fuel. Extra fuel. But that's fine. We'll push with tires and fuel in this race to help us charge to the front here. All right.
It's the Belgian Grand Prix.
Oh, this team's starting on softs. Those are probably quality softs too.
And away we go.
They are 84% softs. Even if they do a soft to hards, that's gonna be so slow, or at least that's what the game says anyway. I don't know. Vettel actually starting P20. Yeah, that's weird. Vettel must have carried some penalties as well. Where did Verstappen end up? P11. Okay, we are going to have Enzo not fight teammate. Hopefully that doesn't drop him back, but even if it does, it's only one position anyway. We'll go on board with Mick and stay here for a lap or two, or at least until DRS is enabled. Got a whole bunch of soft owners in front of us. We managed to jump Alonso right at turn 1 there, so that's one less position to worry about. Enzo did fall back to P20. Like I said, that's fine. It's only one position anyway. Now, Spa is pretty easy to overtake. As long as you're close enough to the guy by turn 1, you'll get DRS down the Kemmel straight, and that's a pretty much guaranteed pass anyway, especially for us in the Ferrari with the pace advantage we have on the other cars. Lap 1, business as usual. Everybody's still within 2, 3, 4 tenths of each other. Bit of a gap here. Joe in P14 flirting with 7 tenths. That's about it. Everybody else seems to be close. Magnussen here too, and in P13 about 7 tenths back. So gaps starting to form a little bit, but as of right now, other than Joe, almost everybody's still within DRS of the car in front of him, so that's good. Can we overtake right now? Can we get by Tsunoda right now? Wow. As bad as this Aston Martin is, even with overtake, that was not an easy pass for us there. But we managed to do it anyway. At the end of the Kemmel straight, late braking, we have Hamilton and Joe out in front of us. Mercedes in general not doing well. Russell in P10, Hamilton P15. They have fallen from grace. Verstappen still P9 as well, but there is a 1.3 second gap to Russell behind Verstappen, and then a bit of a gap to Stroll behind him.
DRS enabled.
DRS is enabled now. Can we use overtake to get a position or two down this straight now? Not quite. Still P16. Enzo's still in last. What is going on with Enzo? Oh, is it because of the tire and the fuel?
So there was a crash.
Yellow sector 1. Yellow flag. That is an Alpine over there. Leclerc went off. Unfortunate.
We've just had a crash on the track. Let's see what happened.
Let's take a look. Was he fighting anybody?
There we have the Alpine.
His own teammate.
Oh, a nasty.
Oh, that looks like he just kind of went off on his own there. Alright, now yellow flags are gone. Leclerc didn't bother going into the pits, it looks like. He's still in the back. Can we overtake now? Hamilton doesn't have DRS. Hamilton doesn't have DRS, man. Come on. We still couldn't make it out in front. Alright, we'll push with fuel during the rest of the lap here. And where is Enzo? Enzo is now behind a whole bunch of cars too. Tsunoda, the cork in the bottle there. Alright, let's go. 8x. I will have Enzo start using overtake a bit. Mick still not able. Okay, Mick did get by Hamilton there.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Mick up to P12 now. Just Albon in front, or Albon and Stroll. Stroll losing a position to Albon. We'll have Mick use overtake on the next straight. Can we get these positions now? Let's go. Let's go, Mick. Come on, we should have the straight line speed on them. Alright, we got by Stroll. And now Albin's got a 3-second gap in front of him. That's good. Okay, so up into the points.
At the moment, we are the fastest car on track.
Let's have a look.
I know this is
All eyes
behind
on
us.
Kevin Magnussen here. They go wide, right off the racing
Oh,
line.
that wasn't much of a incident. Okay, P10 for Mick. We are working our way up towards Russell now. Where's Enzo? Enzo's still P17. We might have to start. There we go. Alright, Enzo made a position off Sonoda. Can we steal some positions down the Camel Straight? No.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Yeah, Enzo's starting to fall back a little bit at this point. The two Haas cars look to be a bit of trouble here for Mick. Not for Mick, for Enzo, and of course Mick. Is that no? That was Enzo. Damn it! Oh, so much damage. Gearbox is destroyed. Chassis front wing. Ouch. Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to just bring him in and retire the car. Damn it. I thought that was Mick for a second. I was really scared.
I think we've had a car run
Oh,
wide.
that's it. Albin running wide. That's not what we want to see.
There's been contact and
Let's see
several
this.
cars involved.
At least it was just Enzo and not Mick.
Okay, here's the Ferrari.
What happened here? Oh, from behind.
That's the contact there. Oh, there's chaos on the track. And that
So clearly not our fault. Red flag? No, safety car. Okay, let's go and conserve everything there. So, Vettel. Alright, that was Vettel. That was Vettel's fault. Vettel and Enzo are out of the race now. We are currently P9. Safety car is coming out. And we should be able to... Whoa. Wow, that is an early pit stop. What, did they all go on to hard compound tires? Yeah, they did. Although they weren't the leaders. Those were all... No, Perez did stop for new tires. Okay. Well, now you know what to do, Mick. We're going to have Mick go on a heck of a run here. Alright, safety car in. I mean, there's still so much life left in these tires. We can push now, because we're supposed to be coming in about 6 laps or so. Yeah. P5.
Oh, and Ferrari just
Too
held
much
the
fuel.
place.
Plenty of fuel there. Let's go ahead. Make this an easy overtake. Perez is on cold, hard tires right now. I mean, if we get another safety car, that'd be nice.
I think someone's run wide.
As there's already a bit of a gap to the cars behind us. We should get DRS down this straight now as well. Can we overtake Perez? We can. Okay. Nice, easy work. Now, he's the only one in the top 5 on new tires. Yep. Alright, we get by Bottas as well. Should be able to get by Gasly here. We do. Alright. Let's go. Pit window in 3 laps. Let's go crazy on these tires. Let's extend this gap. Perez is still 2 cars behind
We've
us
just had a
right
car
now.
run wide.
Alright, fastest lap. That's good. So all we want is the win now. Perez being held up by the Alfa Romeos. He'll probably get by Gasly here. Well, he definitely will as Gasly's going into the pits. Okay, we made it by Verstappen.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
There we go. No, I think we're gonna keep going. We still have, I think I'll wait until 40% before we start making, we make a pit stop. Still plenty of tire life left. We still have plenty of pace left on these tires as well. As you can see, still extending to Perez. Now, it could be a combination of the fuel and tires, but I think we'll have him come in now for the hard compound tires. Should be an easy finish here. We should still be able to catch back up to him, or at least, come on, get out in front of the McLarens. There we go. All right, look at that. Perez pit under the safety car. We pit a few laps later, and we've only come out 8 seconds behind. Oh, no, Perez just did something. Hey, there we go. That helps out even more.
Look at this. There's Sergio Perez, and they've gone wide.
Pushing a little too hard, Checo. All right, 3.82 Perez. Plenty of fuel left. Maybe I should be harvesting now while we're pushing on tires and fuel. Verstappen falling back a little bit more every lap. Not so much now just because we started harvesting. But we're still extending the gap to Verstappen and we're catching up to Perez. In fact, I might even be able to do this and still sit behind him. Well, that was a lot easier than expected. Let's go on board right now and watch this overtake. If we can. Nah, a little too far back there. A little too far back. Although we did catch up to him nice and easy without having to use any of our resources. Yellow sector 1, real quick. Quick flash of yellow there.
They've gone wide.
Gasly going wide. He's down in P8 at the moment. This is going to be a rather boring race, guys. We're only a little over halfway through, and we've already made it up to P2, and all the pit stops are done. And we're probably going to overtake Checo before we even get to the Kemmel Straight. I feel a little bit bad for Checo, although I do hear there's quite a bit of drama going on behind the scenes at Red Bull. Again, let me know what you guys think there. Do you think... I personally think Sergio had plenty of times to secure P2 during the year. And to blame it on Brazil is kind of like Mercedes blaming the fact that they lost the Drivers' Championship last year due to Abu Dhabi. I think there were plenty of times during the year where Red Bull gave Sergio plenty of chances to finish well at certain races, and he just did not have the pace. I mean, what was Max supposed to do? He's not going to slow down. I think he was already slowing down enough to try and keep Checo in the DRS, but it just seems like Checo didn't have any pace in the last quarter of the calendar there. It's just not close enough to Max. And he was only ahead of Max at Brazil because of the incident involving Max and Lewis during the race there. And I think if Max didn't get into that incident and have to pit early and get wing damage, I think Max would have obviously maybe could have been fighting for the win. But because of that, he dropped back quite a bit. So I don't know. The fact that Checo's camp is blaming... I don't know if they're blaming Max or Red Bull, but they were saying Red Bull could have done more to help Perez secure that P2 in the driver's standings at Abu Dhabi. But I just think Perez didn't have enough pace, and he didn't have enough pace all year. And this is ignoring the fact that I'm not a huge Perez fan just from him taking Albon's seat. If you just look at it with an unbiased view, Perez obviously had pace at the beginning of the season, but once they started developing that car a little bit more, he just started falling back further and further. And there were plenty of times that he should have scored more points, like France, where Russell just took him by surprise after the, I think it was a VSC, and Perez just did not start when the VSC went away, and Russell jumped him right at the end of the race there. So there's a couple of points there, and then there's just a whole bunch of other races. I think Brazil, even with Max not giving back the position, I think Sergio should have been further up the grid at that point in the race anyway. I know he was on the medium tires, and I think Red Bull kind of made a mistake with his strategy there, but I think he was still in a good position to secure better finishes throughout the entire season. So blaming Max for Brazil or blaming Red Bull for what happened at Abu Dhabi, I don't know. I think that it's a little baseless. Plus, Ferrari seem to have gotten their shit together finally and put together a decent strategy there. Kind of pulled the wool over the eyes of Red Bull, having Leclerc box opposite Perez and then just having him go long anyway. So good combination of things. I think Red Bull just did what they could. I think before they boxed Perez, I think he was calling in over the radio about his tires anyway. So I think Perez wanted new tires, and Perez probably expected Ferrari to pit him for new tires. Or Perez expected Ferrari to pit Leclerc for new tires. Whoops. We're almost running out of fuel here. I'm not even paying attention to the race. But yeah, I don't think Perez has an argument there. I think he had chances to secure P2. You're in the fastest car on the grid, for goodness sakes. Max is winning races by 30 seconds at some circuits. You started P2 at Belgium, and Max started P15? And Max beat him by like 18 seconds. So I'm interested to see if they keep Perez on. I don't know. You have to let me know. Is this a contract extended out just till the end of next year, or is it extended till 2024? I think it might be 2024, but they did sign Ricardo in as a second reserve driver. So who knows if this bubbles over into 2023 and Perez is not performing well, we might see Ricardo back in a Red Bull car racing alongside Max. Anyway, all right, guys, we take the victory there, P1, and we managed to beat the two Red Bulls, Perez in P2 and Verstappen P3. Too bad we didn't get two finishes there. I would have loved to have seen Enzo finish with us, but at least we take the victory here. I think Red Bull's clawing back a little bit closer for the constructors' standings, but we should be fine anyway. We're so far ahead. So up 17 positions, not 18, because Vettel started P20, but we end up with the win. Driver standings, Mick is still P1, 300 points. Verstappen now 89 points behind. Enzo still in P2. But Max is extending that gap a little bit, as Enzo didn't score any points there. And in the constructor standings, Red Bull is coming back a little bit closer just because they managed to score a few more points there, taking P2 and P3 in that race. So a little bit disappointing, but I did get to chat a little bit about the end of the season in real life, or at least about Red Bull anyway. $7.2 million in there. Disappointing race, but we're still ahead in the constructor standings, guys. So thank you for watching. No development points for these guys. Thank you for watching. If you think I've earned it, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Remember to eat your bok choy. I'll see you guys in the next one.